Honourable Member for Scarborough, Agincourt.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm truly humbled to be able to speak on behalf of my leader and the Liberal Party of Canada as we honour the men and women who've answered the call to serve their country. And a lot of them are here today, and we need to recognize them, as well as a lot of them are in our midst as members of Parliament. Throughout our history, young Canadians have enlisted to fight for freedom in faraway lands. They've answered the call to serve in 2 world wars, the Korea War, as peacekeepers and as peacemakers. They've left home, their mothers, fathers, sisters and brothers, their sweethearts, and their wives and children. They've gone to fight for freedom and justice. They've gone to fight for those who are oppressed and persecuted. They've gone to keep warring sides apart and maintain shaky peace treaties. They've gone to fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. I cannot imagine facing what each of them has faced. I cannot imagine the rush of adrenaline as they face the enemy or come under fire. I cannot imagine seeing their comrades being killed or wounded. And I cannot imagine the horrors they've witnessed. In 1914, young Canadians from across the country enlisted to fight in Europe. By the end of the First World War, 619,636 Canadians had gone to war. George Harold Baker, a member of this House of Commons, was one of the 66,000 who did not come home. With the blood of our soldiers, Canada won its place at the treaty table. Unfortunately, the war to end all wars did not end all wars. So once again, between 1939 and 1945, 1.1 million young Canadians went off to war, and 45,400 did not make it home. 54,000 Canadians came home with physical wounds, and countless others came home with psychological wounds. Between 1950 and 1953, 26,791 Canadians served in the Canadian Army Special Force in Korea. 1,516 young Canadians did not come home, and 1,042 were wounded. Since the Korean War, more than 1,800 Canadians have fallen in the line of duty. They were serving on peacekeeping missions and other foreign military operations, on domestic operations and training. This 158 Canadians who fell in Afghanistan are included in this number. Others have returned home with physical and mental wounds. These men and women exemplify the best of what it means to be a Canadian. Strong, caring, compassionate, with a sense of justice and a willingness to defend and protect the weak and the helpless. In 2005, I had the privilege of visiting 2 DART camps, one in Sri Lanka after the tsunami and one in Muzaffarpur, Pakistan. In Pakistan, I watched as a young Canadian doctor spoke to an injured child in her own language. I heard of doctors and medics who put on their boots, strapped their medical supplies to their backs, climbed the mountains and delivered medical care to those who were injured to make it to the DART hospital. In 2006, I had the opportunity to go to Vimy Ridge and saw the soaring monument to the 3,598 Canadians who lost their lives during that 4-day bloody battle. I saw the landscapes that still bear the scars of the exploding cells. I saw the trenches where our soldiers lived and died. And at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month each year, we remember those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. However, every day of the rest of the year, every time we see a veteran or a member of the Canadian Armed Forces, we should stop and take a moment to shake their hands and say, "Thank you for your service. We're in your debt." Lest we forget, Mr. Speaker, lest we forget.
Well said.